At the moment we've got a lot of storms, which is really annoying because they gave the weather as force 4 to 5s for a week. I thought we'd get out, do a lot of fishing, but it ended up being all force 6s and 7s, and this has been going on for a week now, and it looks like it's going to continue for another week. And last night I actually went down and pulled everything off the boat, and when I say I pulled everything off the boat, I basically emptied it of all its safety equipment, and I removed all the engines to take all the weight off. Now the reason is not because it's only a 6 or 7, because that's not necessarily that big, but there are winds coming up to 50 mile an hour, they reckon, and we've presently got a 10-metre tide, and when you've got a 10-metre tide, where the rocks are that protect the boat, they're going to start getting water over, and you'll get a white roll that comes off those rocks. On top of that, the wind is actually going to be coming bang on in the direction that where we go fishing, so it's going to get pretty damn horrendous down there. So for safety reasons, or not safety, but for the sake of saving stuff, I've pulled all the engines off to lighten the boat, and basically if the boat did go down, the engines won't be on it. So, and they're obviously the most expensive part of the boat. You can see I've got both these engines here. I say both, you probably haven't seen this, I don't know if you have or haven't. I've actually got 2 of these now. This is the original one, still works perfectly fine, and I've picked this one up. I only picked it up because I got a very decent price on it, second hand, and it's air cooled, so you don't need to do any impellers or anything like that with it. It's really easy. Yeah, just cools by air, so servicing on it is minimal. So anyway, we've got 2 of those now, which is good. I've just actually had some orders of stuff come. This is just installation tape which I use on the ropes and stuff. And I always buy a lot of my stuff off island because, pure and simply, everything on this island is so expensive. I mean, I do buy stuff locally, but I mean, like those, for the price of those over here, they cost 3 times as much, and that's with VAT on, and we don't have VAT here, and they're still a third of the price with VAT. So there you go. That's just the way it is. Right. So in this video, not quite sure what's coming up. I know that crayfish is going to be coming up. Going to be talking about crayfish a little bit and showing you some crayfish or crawfish, which is European Spiny Lobster. Is another name for it. They've started to make a bit of a appearance again after many years. Background story is many years ago, back in the 60s, 70s, around that sort of time, they used to dive for them and this kind of thing, and they went mad, and basically they wiped the island clear of them pretty much. They almost went extinct from the island, around the islands. So anyway, they're putting all these protections where you're not allowed to take them. You can only take them in crab pots, basically. That's pretty much it. You're not allowed to dive for them, you're not allowed to net for them, anything like that, but they've never actually recovered. And one of the reasons they probably haven't recovered is because I believe there is nets which they still are getting caught in. And the other reason, well, I'm going to show you, and that is pure and simply the size limit on them. They've got the most ludicrous size limit of like 24 centimetres. The tail of it would be basically like an extra large prawn. That's all you get out of it. That's what you would get out of that crawfish if you killed it, of a size limit. So that needs to change. That really has to change. If they want to secure the future of these crawfish and get them to come back, you have to let them breed. I don't even know if they can breed at that size. That's something I need to look up, but probably not. I mean, if you're killing fish before they can breed, or lobsters, that kind of thing, how are they supposed to come back? Anyway, there was a few more this year, smaller ones that I've seen, more than I've ever seen. Unfortunately, like I say, they could soon just disappear like that because they can be legally taken, which is crazy. Anyway, apart from that, there might be something else at the end of it. I don't know. I haven't actually made the video yet. I've only done that part, and that's part of what I'm going to be putting up today. So, enjoy. Wow, 3 baby trays, 1 pot. And an empty pot. Let's have a look at all these little ones. There's one. Put more in the bucket and we'll have a look at them in a minute. And there. 2. 3 and 4. So one pot. Put it down there. So we'll look at them in a minute. Put it back. Lots of little crays. Right, we're gonna measure one. Take us the longest one, maybe that one. We'll see how my hand is and this tiny this cray is. And we're gonna put it on our box here, where we have a measure. So that's 0. That cray to the tip of the horn is 24 centimeters. That there is 1 centimeter over the size limit. Seriously, that there is 1 centimeter over the size limit. That is absolute joke. I mean, all you're going to get is that little tail meat there. That little bit there, about not much bigger than a decent prawn. And they say that is size limit. Who the hell made those rules up? Or how old are these rules? This is ridiculous. You can see, let's see if I can get it on the... There's the, between the horns, 24's there. They need to be 23, which is there. So that is a legal size cray. If you can actually see that. I'll do it that way as well. I have to do it on the edge of the box like that. There. There's the horn. I'm going to do that again. There's the front of the horn there. You'll see between the horns, 24. Right there, 24. And yeah, absolutely ridiculous. So there you go. That one's legal. And that one's going back in. Let's have a look at this one. This one I think will be under. Yeah, that one is 21. So that one goes back as well. Well, they're all going to go back. But this one here. This one is 22, so that one's under. Well, actually, no, it could be. Actually, that's right on the gauge. That is 23. That is a legal one again, just about. It's going back in. This one here, this will be legal, I'm sure, by today's laws. Yeah, that's another 24 centimetre one there. Again, another legal cray, but absolute waste of time taking. And this one is, again, 23 this one. Another legal one, but by literally the size limit. And this one here will be under, because this one's tiddly. That one's only 20 or 19, 20. God, these things are sharp around their heads, I tell you. Look at him trying to get me with his. That's why they tilt their heads back with their antenna. The antenna actually do that, because that little bit of blurred there, and they catch you. Again, absolutely crazy. This law has to be changed. It just has to be. I mean, who the hell takes them that small? If you do, you shouldn't be fishing. And you'll probably be seeing this a bit later, because I'm not going to put this footage up now, because there are people that will come around here and probably try and take them. Right, let's go and fish.